There comes a time in a man's life when people around him start to change, friends grow distant, kind faces turn cold, and strangers judge him without knowing him, making him wonder what he did wrong. But Stoicism explains that this often happens not because you became worse, but because you became stronger, since when you grow calm, disciplined, and emotionally steady, you disturb those who live in confusion. Your peace reflects their inner chaos. Your self-control exposes their lack of it. And your silence makes them uncomfortable, because many people rely on approval, noise, and emotional reactions to feel secure. And when you stop seeking validation and become independent, they lose power over you and mistake your freedom for arrogance, while your quiet growth forces comparison, reminding them of their excuses and lack of progress. So instead of changing themselves, they choose resentment, proving that sometimes people turn against you not because you harmed them, but because your strength, independence, and progress reveal what they are not ready to face. The Stoic man knows that explaining himself only invites judgment. So he chooses silence not because he is hiding, but because he is confident. Even though many people misunderstand silence and see it as arrogance, indifference, or superiority, which Marcus Aurelius said is not your concern, because silence removes drama and also removes the emotional comfort insecure people look for. And when you stop playing emotional games like gossip, complaining, and reacting, you quietly step away from chaos, which feels like rejection to those who depended on your reactions. But Stoicism teaches that peace comes from refusing unnecessary emotional battles. And when you live with discipline, honesty, restraint, and purpose, virtue naturally separates you from the crowd, not loudly but quietly. And the crowd often resents those who leave it. So the Stoic response is not to defend, explain, or retaliate, but to stay composed. Let your character speak. Keep a clear conscience and remain true to your values. Because if people start disliking you for no clear reason, it may not be rejection but separation. And the Stoic goal is not to be liked, but to be unshakable, steady, dignified, and calm, which is how you stand alone without feeling lonely and win without fighting.